We often assess our lives by surface appearances, ignoring the deep structural foundation holding the entire weight. A massive, jagged fracture can widen for years before the building finally gives way. Imagine your daily life as a stick figure on a tightrope over a vast chasm. You spend your waking hours meticulously balancing a tiny feather on your nose. While your attention is locked on that feather, you ignore the 1,000-pound anvil chained to your ankle, actively threatening to snap the rope in two. This pattern defines much of our moral life. We obsess over micro-rituals, which foot to step with when entering a room, or which hand to hold a glass with, while we actively engage in massive moral crimes like financial exploitation, usury, or neglect. Our moral architecture is mathematically imbalanced. We are distracted by measuring the dust on the porch, while the foundation is actively collapsing. Surviving the tightrope requires avoiding catastrophic structural failures over achieving a state of flawless, wind-proof perfection. Cutting the massive anvil loose allows the rope to instantly snap taut. By focusing on the major obligations, the universe begins to absorb the friction of your minor wobbles and missteps. Ancient texts describe this as a graceful entry. When you address the major weights, your minor, embarrassing shortcomings are sponged from the record to ensure a dignified arrival rather than a humiliated one. These records explicitly map out this proportion. The text prioritizes your financial and social conduct, how you earn money and how you treat the orphan, far above minor ritual precision. Forward momentum in life is gained by deliberately unchaining the anvil. We have to ask, what invisible force compels us to chain that massive anvil to ourselves in the first place? Jealousy functions as an invisible, highly destructive horizontal gravity. It is a lateral magnetic force that violently pulls us sideways. As we build forward momentum, a sideways glance at a peer's parallel track instantly kills our velocity. All your energy shifts from moving forward to obsessing over their car, their looks, or their success. This horizontal gravity caused the first recorded rebellion in history, and later, the first human murder. Whether it is the fall of Iblis or the violence of Cain, the root is the same. Catastrophic moral failure begins with a single, bitter lateral glance at someone else's trajectory. The linguistic root of jealousy, hasad, refers to a peeling or a scratch. It is an insatiable itch, like a bug bite that only worsens the more you acknowledge it. This geometry has a dark truth. Jealousy is the active desire to see another person's track completely crumble. It is the hope that they fail so that you might feel better about your own position. This sideways focus generates immense thermal friction. You consume all your available fuel watching a peer, which completely stalls your own progress. This mechanism creates a paradox. The person applying this destructive friction, the wrongdoer, genuinely feels they are the innocent victim of cosmic unfairness. Jealousy is a self-inflicted architectural prison where the inmate convinces themselves the person in the next cell locked the door. Escaping this horizontal gravity requires the permanent severance of our lateral vectors of attention. Consider a student in a lecture hall, festering with anger, because the person next to them is answering every question and receiving all the praise. This scenario is a geometric illusion. In the equation of reality, there are no other students in the room. There is only you and the teacher. Every individual's allocation of opportunities is calibrated by the source. Progress requires a vertical relationship of asking for your own favor, rather than a horizontal comparison of what others possess. You cannot navigate your own unique map if your eyes are constantly locked onto the coordinates of someone else's screen. Jealousy acts as an invisible, corrosive acid that dissolves a lifetime of positive momentum without leaving a trace. The friction of envy acts as a violent spark, instantly incinerating the carefully accumulated dry wood of your gratitude. Human psychology cannot hold genuine gratitude for its own blessings, while the mind is consumed by the exact geometry of what it lacks. Drop the anvil. Sever the horizontal gaze. Shift your entire field of vision upwards to the vertical source. If you spend your entire life measuring the shadow of the person next to you, you will permanently blind yourself to the light shining directly on you.